Hi, welcome to the online session. Welcome back, you all. Once again, we will discuss about Dijkstra algorithm with another example. In previous class, we briefly described how to solve a given problem by using Dijkstra algorithm. Now, I will come with another example how to solve quickly or easily Dijkstra algorithm. We will discuss in this session. So this is example 2. The main aim of the given problem is find the shortest path, find the shortest path from source vertex, starting vertex to other remaining available vertices in the graph. When we apply greedy strategy to the given graph, we need to find the minimum cost from source vertex S2, remaining all available vertices 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the minimum cost in a stage-wise manner. Now, the first step is here consider S equal to initially empty. That means that S is the starting vertex. The starting vertex is empty, that means that none of the vertex is to be visited. Here PQ is the set of vertices which are to be waiting for visited. These visited we need to be visited. These are the vertices which we need to visit it later on. So these vertices kept in a set. Now consider whenever you are planning to solve the given problem, find the size of each and every vertex, either it is directed or undirected. Now first find the size from, now first find the distance from vertex S to S. The size from vertex S to S is 0. The size from vertex S to vertex S is 0. Why? Because it is a considered as a self loop. In this case, we can find the distance from vertex S to another same vertex ES. The cost is 0. There is no direct path from vertex S to vertex 2. There is no direct path from vertex S to vertex S2. It is there, but here initially we need to set all remaining vertices distances is infinity. Set the distances from the source vertex to other remaining vertices as infinity in the second step. So this is the source node and the destination node is T. So assume that set the distance from source to or destination vertices as infinity. So this is the second step. Next step is this is the next step here. S is the vertex, starting vertex, which is visited. This vertex is to be visited already. So that's why I kept here. And which vertex we need to visit later on? We need to visit vertex 2, vertex 3, vertex 4, vertex 5, vertex 6, vertex 7, and vertex T. These nodes we need to be visited later on. Now, find the distance from source vertex to all the remaining vertices. We need to find the distance from source vertex to the remaining vertices, all the vertices, find the minimum distance among those. Now we can calculate the distance from source vertex S to vertex 2. There is a direct path from source vertex S to another vertex 2. There is a direct path of cost is 9. So initially the cost from source vertex to destination vertex we can set as infinity. But the infinity is replaced by a new updation that is called 9. How 9 will come? That means that there is a direct path from vertex S to vertex 2. The size or the cost of the vertex is 9. The cost of the path from vertex S to vertex 2 is 9. So now compare 9 with infinity. Which one is minimum? 9 is minimum. Hence we can consider this one and ignore the infinity value. So here we can find out the smallest distance from S to Q. This is over. Next, we need to find the smallest distance from S to 6. There is a direct path from S to 6 with a cost of 14 and compare the cost of 14 with the existing cost infinity. Which one is minimum? 14 is minimum. That's why we can consider as 14 and ignore this infinity. Next, consider the shortest path from source to another vertex S2, vertex 7. There is a direct path from source vertex S2, destination another vertex 7. The cost is 15. Now compare the 15 with the existing cost infinity. The minimum one is 15 unit to be considered. In the first stage, we have been successfully find out the shortest route from S to first stage elements. What are the first stage elements or first stage nodes? The first stage nodes are 2, 6, 7, these vertices. We successfully find out the shortest route from S to S to 6 and S to 7 also here. Now move to another slide. So now the selected one is we already moved from vertex S to 2. This is the shortest path. That's why we have taken the shortest path. Infinity is replaced with the minimum size of 9. Now find the shortest path from S2 to vertex 2 also visited now. Here vertex S is already visited and the minimum route from S to 2 is 9. So vertex 2 also visited. So vertex S and vertex 2, both vertices are visited. Now find the shortest route from vertex 2 to another vertices. If you want to find the shortest route from vertex 2 to vertex 3, there is a direct path from vertex 2 to vertex 3. But if you want to find the shortest route from vertex S to vertex P, there is no direct path. To vertex 2, it is possible. Hence, we need to calculate the direct path from vertex S to vertex 3 to an intermediate node 2, it is possible. So the total cost is 9 plus 24. 33. The total cost is 9 plus 24, 33. How this 33 will get, we will discuss here. So the cost from vertex S to vertex 2. Cost from vertex S to vertex 2 is 9 here. Then find the cost from vertex 2 to vertex 3. The cost is 24. Now find the cost from vertex S to vertex 3, the total cost equal to 9 plus 24, that is equal to 33. So 33 is replaced with infinity. 33 is replaced with infinite value here. So this was happened in the first scenario here. This was happening in the first scenario here. If you want to consider the direct path from vertex 1 to vertex 3, first we can move from vertex S2 to, we can find out. Next, vertex 2 to 3 we can find out. And we can sum vertex 1 to 2, 2 to 3, we will get 33. There is no direct path from vertex S to vertex 3 that can be replaced with through intermediate. So infinity is replaced by 33 here. Next, I can select another way moving from vertex S to 3. So this is one of the way moving from vertex S to vertex 3 with a total size of 33, total cost of 33. Now we will see another way. If you want to move from vertex S to vertex 3 through intermediate vertex 6, the total cost is 14 plus 18. The total cost is 14 plus 18. That is 30, 20, 30, 32. The total cost is 32 here. Now, the total cost 32 is replaced with the existing 33 here. Observe here. If you want to find out the minimum cost from S2 3 to vertex 2, it is 33. The same way from S2 6 to 3, 33 is replaced with the minimum cost of 32. So this is the another way of finding, calculating the distance. Next, we can select this path from S to 7. 15 is the minimum cost. So the first stage is over. Here, the visited vertices are SC is visited, vertex 2 is visited, vertex 6 visited, vertex 7 is visited. These three vertices are already visited and we have been find out the minimum cost from S2 to S2 6, S2 7 also. And we need to calculate the minimum distance vertex 3, vertex 4, 5 and T. These are pending. Let us see how to calculate the minimum distance from S2C, S24, S25 and S2T further. Now consider this. If you want to calculate the minimum path from S2 T, the minimum cost is 32, it is replaced by 33. And if you want to move from S to 5, from vertex S to vertex 5, if you want to move, the minimum cost is 14 plus 30, 34. 14 plus 30, 44. That is 44. If you want to find out the minimum cost from source to S to 5, the cost is 44, that is replaced with the infinity. And one way of another way is if you want to move from S to 5 to 7 also possible. Move from S to vertex S to vertex 7 initially. From vertex 7 to vertex 5 we can move later on. And total time consumption is, the total cost is 15 plus 20, 35. And if you want to move from vertex S to vertex 5 to vertex C, it will take total cost of 44. To vertex 7, it will take total cost of 35. Here the minimum cost you can select. So that's why this is the optimal one. You can select this one, and 44 is replaced by 33. 44 is replaced by 33. So 44 is replaced by 35. Next, there is another way moving from vertex S to vertex 5. That is, move from S to 6, then 6 to 3, then 3 to 5. This is another way. If you move from vertex S to vertex 6, the cost is 14. Vertex 6 to vertex 3, the cost is 18. And vertex 3 to vertex 5, the cost is 2. The cost is 2. So here, if you want to move from S to, if you want to move from S to 5, we will see the minimum cost S to 5. There are a possibility is S to 6 initially, 6 to 3 later, then 3 to 5. The total cost is 14 plus 18 plus 2. You will get 34. And the minimum cost is 34, which can be replaced by the existing cost 35. So the optimal way of moving from source vertex S to vertex 5 is S to S to 6, 6 to 3, 3 to 5. So this is the way. Next, uh, we will consider the vertices which are visited are S2, 3. S is visited already. Vertex 2 is visited already. Vertex 3 also visited. Vertex 5 visited. That means that we have successfully find out the minimum weight. 6 also visited, minimum root find out. 7 also visited. These vertices are visited. And only leftover visited to be visited is 4. Here, the leftover visited is 4. We need to calculate the minimum cost for that vertex also. And we'll see how to calculate the minimum distance of that vertex next. Now, the vertex 7 also visited here. Next, vertex T also visited here. So, the final cost is, if you want to travel or move from source vertex to, starting from source vertex to destination vertex T, the minimum cost is, so in the stage one there are 3 vertices ఉన్నాయి. Stage 1 లో 3 vertices ఉన్నాయి. Minimum cost ఏంటంటే S2 is 9, S2 6 is 14, S2 7 is 15. This is stage 1. Next stage 2. This is only one thing is that stage 2. ఈ stage 2 లో కాస్ట్ ఏంటంటే minimum cost is, the minimum cost for stage 2 is, the minimum cost for stage 2 vertex is, this is the minimum cost. S to 6, 6 to 3, 3 to 5. Next, find out the minimum path for stage 3. Minimum path for stage 3. Here the minimum path for stage 3 we can calculate like this: S to 6, 6 to 5, sorry, S to 6, 6 to 3, 6 to 3, 3 to 5, and 5 to 4. This is the minimum path to calculate the distance from vertex S to vertex 4. If you want to calculate the minimum distance of vertex 3 from vertex S, the path is S to 6 and 6 to 3. This is the minimum path. And the minimum path from vertex S to the destination vertex, from the source vertex S to the destination vertex T is like this only. S to 6, then 6 to 3, then move from 3 to 5, and move from 5 to 16, 5 to 16. Hence, the total cost is S to 6, it will take 14 units of time cost, and vertex 6 to vertex 3, it will take 18, and vertex 3 to vertex 5 will take 2 units of time, and vertex 5 to vertex T, it will take 16. The total cost is 20, 32, 32, 30, 34, 50. Total cost is 50. So friends, in this way we can find out the minimum cost from source to the all the remaining vertices in the given graph in a staged manner by using Dijkstra's algorithm through the concept of greedy state achieved. So this is the final way of finding the cost. So now it's the time to stop the video. Thank you. Thank you, madam.